hey, they paid it. They're out of that part of it. Dorit better
I would
start.
I would move into one of those nice high rises. Like
You're preaching to the choir. I think that's what Kyle should do too. I mean, I'm all about high-rise living. I hate a house. I don't like houses personally.
I
I
agree.
agree.
I,
Like,
also, as a woman, it's safer in a high rise. You can even get those ones with the doorman, and your kids have area to play. And I don't. I just you could get a nice. They could. Your money's going to go a lot farther with 50,000. If they wanted to spend even half that, 25 on a high rise, that would go very far.
yeah, and like, do you really need all that space? And so I thought that was interesting. Taylor Ann Green announced that she's leaving Southern Charm.
Okay.
I assume she got fired. I don't know. Does
And
anyone care?
I don't think we care. I mean, her and Leva were so funny announcing, like, okay.
Yeah,
And
I don't care. Apparently, they're starting to film Southern Charm. The rumor is like right away. They want Craig in dating mode and post breakup. Like they want a new Craig, and it's gonna live to see another day, this Southern Charm.
think it's a little overkill at this point. It's like we're talking about it on Southern Charm. We're talking about it on Southern. We're talking about it on Summer House. It's like you guys broke up. Like,
Do we think Paige is going to put in her resignation at the end of this season? Or, you can do everything else and still there's a Giggly Squad book now. They were on Jimmy Kimmel, I believe. Yes, Kimmel,
no,
not Fallon.
they were on
Or
Fallon.
Fallon.
I,
Okay, there you
if she's
go.
taking a little note from her friend Hannah Bernard, like she should just leave the show. I mean, what is this show? The money you're making on the show is like not a lot, and you have to deal with like the yelling and the screaming, and then going there every weekend, and then you're trying to fly out from there. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's if she could also negotiate if they could pay her more, I think it's a good chunk of change.
Yeah, I always feel, I mean, if it were me personally, like even Ariana says she wasn't coming back to Vanderpump Rules. If it were me, I would do every single thing outside the show and I would never, ever leave the show. That's just me.
Never leave the show either. Like when Lindsay's talking about potentially going to Roni, I'm like, do Roni and do Summer House. Do
Hmm.
them both. I would do them both because they don't relate to each other and they don't have the same audience. So do them both.
If they let her,
Will they let her? I don't know.
I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. They might say choose one, but I'm assuming, I don't know. It'd be so interesting to see if Lindsay went to Roni, what her deal would be, because I doubt you're going to start over at the 60,000 and some get 100,000. Ebony swears she got 100,000. Carol Raswell swears she got 100,000. I'm sure Jenna Lyons got like, but still, that's less than she's making on Summer. I wonder if they're going to just start her over as like a not tried person, or if it'll be, these are the things I think of.
That's what I think about too, because I'm like, you that's why I'm like they should let her do both.
Yeah. I just wouldn't like I understand the branding and like okay Paige like you have so much more to gain if you just brand yourself outside of this and she's on a commercial but I don't know the show is just why not, right?
The only thing I worry about with Paige is that Hannah had stand up. So that opened a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What's Paige's thing? Like aside from the show and the Amazon Live and the fashion, but like all the girls on Bravo are doing the Amazon Live. So how are you gonna like you are not like as good with social media as Hannah is. You're not as good of a host as she. So I'm just like, I guess you could do like fashion stuff for the award shows, but does that pay a lot?
I mean, really, now I don't know if we need this in the marketplace, but like I saw that, like, and okay, fine, she's Hailey Bieber, but like you need a pro when your product becomes bigger than you, that's like Hailey Bieber skincare is worth like $1 billion now.
Right, right.
So if Paige could come up with some product, I don't think
It
we
needs
need
to have
a
a
like a lip kit or something, but something like that, that like something beauty related, I mean, that's the key way to do it.
I agree. Well, she should because she's Italian. She should do the Capri Room at Buca di Beppo.
Anything, right? Because like, but I don't know. I'm a little over Summer House these days again.
It got a little boring again. Carl,
Mm-hmm.
like, and then I talked to
Ugh.
the girl that they used her. I talked to her on Instagram, and she was like, "They're using me for a storyline," and I didn't.
Bailey.
What's her name? The girl that,
Oh, the girl that dated Carl or something, or
yeah,
said she
the
liked
wax
him.
girl. Yeah. So she's a little pissed that they're using her because she's like, I didn't do anything wrong. So I don't know.
Welcome to the way that they edit this stuff, right?
Yep, 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 yep.
What else? Anything else keeping you up?
What is
Any
keep?
anything happening with Blake and Justin? I mean, everyone, I mean, do we care?
I kind of moved on from that. I mean,
I
we
think I moved on.
podcast that was talking about how he PA'd with Blake Lively back on the Gossip Girl days, and she was really rude to him and wouldn't say hello to him. I mean, standard rude stuff. I mean, she's kind of not a nice girl, but it seems like we've all moved on. I mean, I don't know. Maybe when the court case happens, people will start talking about it, but I've really noticed that there's not as many videos, but I think we just don't care anymore.
I saw something. I mean, does anyone care about this? Harvey Weinstein has sided with Blake.
Oh,
And I saw something else. I think that Blake has now gone on the offensive, and I saw something where she said, I don't regret any of it. I don't regret any of it. And she's now coming out like, I'm no longer defensive. I don't regret any of this. Here we are. This is what happened. I'm standing by it all. So.
okay. I mean, I'm still gonna watch A Simple Favor too. I mean, it looks good.
I'm gonna watch it. Brandy Glanville has basically said she's was suicidal, which is like, people need to just don't say that if it wasn't true. I'm not saying it wasn't. After the whole Carolyn Manzo thing, it ruined my life. Those 6 months, I was in a fetal position on my
Wow,
couch contemplating suicide,
that's
and I was being called horrible things. So, were you depressed and miserable, or were you actually? I don't know. I just think it's irresponsible.
it is. I mean, it's like to say that, like, again, there's no way to prove it, but I think the way that
Hmm.
people pile on her, and even with her stuff with her face, and she was on Tori Spelling's podcast talking about that.
Yes.
I think she's like Lisa Rinna, that it's really easy to hate them. But you have to also understand these are real people on the other side of it. And like even with Brit, like I was thinking about when I was watching it, when I was watching Atlanta, like Kenya does this. If someone is in like a sensitive place, they could attempt suicide. They could like it could really lead someone. Maybe they were sober and they were going to start drinking. Some of these reality shows, like even with Carl, when people pile on, he's annoying, he's a douche. I'm like, he's like sober. Like you have to kind of, I don't know. I try, like I find him to be irritating sometimes, but I try not to like comment that or pile on because he is still a human being who is sober. Like they are real people. I don't know. People forget that. So
I agree.
mm-hmm.
Anything else? I feel like
That's it for me.
that was kind of my agenda too. Well, it's, hopefully, how long are you in San Diego for now? You're staying for
Just
a
for
while.
one day, and then back to Orange County I go. So yeah, it was a nice
Try,
little
try
vacation.
to try to find out some gossip on Orange County when you get back.
I will. I'm gonna have to hit up Miss Katie. I feel like we're probably fine now. So
To quiet, like nothing is leaking from. I mean, I'm okay being surprised, but there's no real Salt Lake or Orange
hmm,
County major leaks.
they've shut it down. I think since kind of Alex Baskins really put the kibosh on like any talking to any press, talking to any blogs, talking to any podcasters, like they're like really keeping it tight. They're running a tight ship, which I
Like
don't disagree with because I'm like it makes the show better.
it makes it better other than when Heather was like Dubrow was like raising her fists and then the airport like what's going on and Tamara leaving and quitting because of Teddy and coming back.
Right.
This we've had no leaks, which I'm okay with also. I am. I mean, let's not forget we reality Von Teese. Like again, I don't know how that wasn't leaked. Like I really like this better. Even Atlanta in a way. I mean, we knew Kenya left, but like I don't know. There's a lot going on that really wasn't leaked, but I guess with Kenya leaving. But I agree with you, but see what you can
Mm-hmm.
find out,
I will. I will. I will definitely knock on some doors.
Where can everyone follow you so they can listen to your podcast?
Yes, the Vault podcast page on Instagram and TikTok, and then Amir Yas official on Instagram and TikTok, and then we're on all platforms. So yeah,